Game 4,
It's
it's
on.
gonna be wild
Yeah.
in San Antonio.
What's up, guys? My name is Rob, and this is Rob on the Run podcast. And today, this is going to be episode 42. Damn, I'm almost getting close to 50, man. I when I started this podcast, I did not think I was going to make it to 3 years and almost 50 podcasts. So podcast episodes, sorry. But I'm excited to have Louie. Uh, he's an awesome dude, a very fast dude, to say the least. He's an awesome guy that I met through, I think it was Freaks, right, where I met you.
Probably, yep.
Yeah, more than
Freaks and then
likely.
Catapult, and then I saw you at TIR stuff. So
Yeah. So
yeah,
basically, us Houston runners, we find each other everywhere, and every single running club somewhere or another, we end up finding each other. But yeah, man, it's been cool to see your journey and all the cool places you go fly, because Louis is a commercial pilot, and man, you have such crazy places and crazy adventures, I'm sure. But before we get to that, man, the first thing, how did you start running? How did that happen?
well, it started kind of just as I moved back to Houston. So when I first
Okay.
got hired by the airlines, I was based in Pittsburgh,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a rumors that we were going to have Houston overnight or base,
Okay.
and so we got a Houston based, and I was brand new to the airline, so I didn't think I was going to get it right away, but I
Yeah.
ended up putting my name in there, and then I got it. So in June, I would say, yeah, June 2018, I moved back down here, and then I was living here, commuting back, and just doing trips and stuff. And then my sister, actually, which is not a runner, she used to work at Lululemon, and she had friends, and they said, "Hey, we're bringing back our run club at City Center." And so in December of that year, 2018, I went to my first run club at City Center Run Club and never left ever since.
Oh man, that's
So
crazy.
right after that, like it was the end of December. It was like a rainy day. I remember that, and so I was like, if there's gonna be runners, they're gonna be real runners there, because it was raining and it was cold, and so I was surprised, but there was a lot of runners there, and they all got it in, and I was met my family, and uh, January, so Chevron was about to happen,
Yeah.
and I didn't know anything about running, and I mean, I've been a baseball player all my life, so
Okay.
I've been pretty athletic and did at intramurals in college and stuff.
Yeah.
So I got into this running thing. I couldn't run 3 miles at the city center run club, and then I ended up now, 6 years later, 7 years later.
Damn. So you're considered still a pretty new runner, to say the least, because at least in my uh Tretch in asking people to be here and the podcast, and people that I've met at running groups, like, you ask them, how long have you been running, and some of them
20
would
years,
say,
10,
yeah, 20, 10 years.
their
I
whole
was
lives.
running for track and field, or
Yeah.
high school state champions and stuff like that. And I'm just about, I think, 6 7 years myself. So I
Yeah.
feel like us, even though 7 years is a long time,
Yeah.
compared to these runners that have been doing it since they were basically born, you know
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
crazy, but it's cool that you started that way. I think it's cool that you, even though you're a baseball player, you gave it a shot. Honestly, dude, most of the time when I get people here that come into the podcast, they always start like soccer
Yeah.
seems to be the sport that kind of catapults you through the to running, so
Yeah, it
it's
probably
you're
does have the most running in it
yeah.
compared to other sports.
Yeah, I think I saw something in an article that said that a soccer player, the minimum or average that he runs is like 5 6 miles per game,
Yeah.
which you don't, as runners, we're like, nah, that's nothing. But
No,
in
yeah.
soccer, if you think about it,
And it's much
that's
quicker too. So
yeah.
it's like a lot of sprinting and then,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
slow down and then running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's why it makes it such a secondary sport for a soccer player to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But so baseball, you played baseball all your life, basically?
Yeah, all my life, like all the way through high school, and then I went to college and did intramurals and stuff,
Hmm.
and then yeah, got into this running thing before COVID. So it was
Yeah.
cool seeing the transition between before COVID
Yeah.
and after COVID in the running communities,
Oh, yeah.
because it after I mean during COVID it actually grew so
Yeah.
much, and now um, as we were talking about earlier, the age group.
Yeah.
When I came in, there was a lot older runners, so
Yeah.
I was a young guy, and I was
Yeah.
like 29. And coming now, there's so many younger groups coming in, and the run clubs and social clubs and stuff like get
Yeah.
people out, and so I can see where people are like a lot of people are growing in from the younger generation,
Yeah,
like
no, for
in their
sure.
20s.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. And it's funny that you mentioned COVID because somewhere around 98, 96, there was the big running boom,
Mm,
and after like during COVID, I think that's where the like a second running boom, or I don't know how many
yeah.
have we had, but that's where you saw the increase. And it makes sense because the people that used to go to gyms could
Yeah.
not go to gyms, so they still wanted to do something, and running
Active.
was the easiest thing to do without having to like expose yourself to be close to people,
Yeah.
But at least for me, because when COVID hit, I was in Austin. I was still living in Austin, and I always thought of Houston running like the little sister of Austin. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
Austin obviously is known for their running and their trails and all
Trails.
the
Yeah.
stuff. And when I moved to Houston, it was around not, I wouldn't say peak COVID, but kind of on the tail end, I guess.
Hmm.
And I just saw the running community bloom so much. Like the groups, like now you can literally go Monday through Sunday and you can
Oh
find a
yeah.
group, you know?
Multiple on multiple days too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Wade John, for example, Wade John
Yeah, I
goes to
know.
like
Yeah.
one or two in a day,
A day. Yep.
you know?
That's kind of how I grew into the run club community too. And how we started
Yeah.
Freaks was I didn't have a Friday night one, so I threw out the idea to Patrick, and Patrick took over, and it just
Yeah.
now it's bloomed into something amazing.
And yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
And I did not know that you were one of the OGs. I mean, I knew you were an OG, but I didn't know that you had a hand in starting what is Freaks now, dude. So that's
Yeah.
that's 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 news to me. So that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, started like on a Tuesday, Salsa Tuesday, and then got a Friday night, and Freaks come out at night because it was so hot in the summertime. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no. I started going to Freaks maybe a year or two after I moved, which would have been I would say 2020, like 20, I would say
21, 22.
2021, 22,
Yeah.
somewhere around there. And I fell in love with the group. I remember we went to this brewery, and I can't even remember the brewery, but it already closed down, unfortunately. But it was such a good vibe. Everybody like came up to me, knew that I was new. I got my stickers, like
Oh yeah.
we always do. And now, it's such an amazing group that I even got the little monster, the freak on my leg,
Oh
as a
yeah.
tattoo. I got it for the 5th year anniversary.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, it's such a great group, man. And I always invite people to go, because if you're new to Houston, it's one of the best groups to do it, because they move around.
Yep.
I love that
Yep.
they move around, and that you get to know new places, restaurants, breweries, everything in between. And speaking about Patrick, how did you meet Patrick?
It was at City Center Run Club, I think. He
Okay.
was there, and then I'd run like different run clubs, and
Hmm.
met I think Kung Fu, and I met him multiple times, and then so when COVID hit,
Yeah.
we had like a small group, and we would just still meet,
Hmm.
and then that's kind of how it grew into Freaks later on Friday.
Nice, 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 nice.
Once
No, but
once the
yeah.
bars opened up, I think the only one that was open up was Buff Brew, and we actually had where it was only 8 people allowed to be seat at a table
Yeah.
at that time. And so then we ended up having 8 people, and then sometimes we would have 10 people, and so 2 people would have to sit like next on the next table. It
Yeah.
was yeah, it was ridiculous, but
Yeah,
We
yeah.
ended up making it work, and now it's grown into we have 300 people show up at like at anniversary pictures.
Yeah, it's crazy. I can't wait for this recording, which is what June 9th.
Ninth, yeah,
This Friday we're gonna do the famous picture in downtown.
yeah,
So that people show up like by hundreds. It's
yeah,
crazy. It's
yeah.
crazy. But it's so awesome to see the community grow. And like I was mentioned to you, I always thought of Houston as like the junior, like the sister brother of
Yeah,
Austin's running group. But when I moved, it just it blew my mind, man. It really blew my mind how many people would show up and how many groups were made. And like I said earlier, like if you're in one group, you'll see the same people in the
people
next
and
group.
those,
And
yeah.
so it's amazing to see the community, man. But talking about you, man, so you started in January. Did you end up running Chevron or
So
Houston?
my first organized race was the Woodlands half marathon
Okay.
in March that year.
Oh,
So
wow.
I think I had like a month and a half of training, and that was it. So I
Oh,
think
wow.
the longest I had ever run before the half was 8 miles, and that was with one of the city center group
Yeah.
long
Yeah.
run preparing for the Woodlands half.
Oh, wow. So you didn't go from a 5K to like maybe a 10K. You went
No,
deep in
yeah,
already.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
We would run the 5K loop. So like I was doing threes and
Yeah.
um, but then we did the long run, which was an 8 mile run. I
Hmm.
think we did at Cherry Hershey, so that was tough already
Oh,
with
yeah.
and that was like the first time I've been out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's
it
that's
was
awesome.
yeah, it was fun going and then get to the Woodlands, my first organized run. And so I was nervous but I finished my goal was 2 hours and I got it I think 1:53.
Wow.
So yeah,
Wow. That's awesome to be your first race, not knowing
yeah,
like really what to
yeah,
do, what to
anything
expect,
really.
so that's awesome. That's awesome. And now you're running what? What's the longest distance you've done now?
The longest distance I've run my age for the last couple years, which is I didn't do 34. I
Okay.
do 35 this year. I was going to do it, but I ended up doing my birthday, so 23.3 or
Nice.
23. Yeah. But the longest I've done is 33.
33. So you've done an
Yeah.
ultra or you just ran on a
I just did
training?
my birthday, but I actually ended up pacing Kara for
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
her 50K recently. So at the Brazos
Yeah, yeah.
50K.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I did that with her.
That's awesome. And how's she
But
do? Did she feel good? Is she
she
ready
did,
for
yeah.
another one?
I was surprised, but she didn't want. She says like, I'm never doing a marathon ever again. She did Chicago Marathon, and now she did 50K, signed up randomly, and now she's like, I'll do another one of those. I like those where this is like the just a marathon or
Yeah.
fast paced.
I feel the same, dude. I love the marathon race too, but when I did my 50K at Habanero, it's just a different vibe,
Vibe,
like
yeah,
you don't feel bad walking or and
yeah,
and stuffing yourself with a whole bunch of food, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
And it's just a different vibe, and that's why I want to do the 100K in December for Brazos.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
I've done 50K. I figure let's go up to the 100K and see how that goes, and
yeah.
hopefully move up to the 100 miles because my goal is to do Leadville 100, which is
Okay,
100 miles. So
nice. Yeah,
that's yeah. I need to definitely do one at least before I do that one per se. But good for
yeah,
her, man. Good for her that she enjoyed it and she's ready to do another one. How about you,
yeah.
dude? You don't want to
I
do?
think yeah, I think I'm gonna do the Brazos 50K next year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
And well,
try to
you
do
can
it like
do
on
the
my own. Like
you can do the 50 miler this year.
I know, I was like, ah. When I did it, when I finished it because it was raining. We saw everything. It was cool in the morning.
Yeah,
It was nice, dry. We ran one loop, no issues, and then that second loop is when we hit hit the rain,
yeah,
and so we got the whole muddy. And I was, we were dodging, and then by mile 20, we were like, screw it, right in the middle.
yeah,
It
yeah. Might as
was just,
well. Might as
yeah,
well cool down at least, right?
yeah, yeah. So.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. But when it comes to your racing, like when did you decide after Woodlands that you wanted to
Oh, that got
dig
me
dipper?
hooked. Yeah, it got me hooked, and then I was like, as soon as I did that one, I was like, okay, I'm gonna train for the year to do January chevrons
Okay.
2020.
Oh
And
wow.
so basically, the summer times we did a couple 5Ks, 10Ks,
Yeah.
the Houston Co.
Mm-hmm.
Run. So we did those Memorial Day 10K, did all those, and then did Houston half in October,
Yeah.
and then I did the January December San Antonio Rock and Roll.
Okay.
I did the half again, and so that one I did 140s.
Oh
So
wow.
my so I dipped down my time there,
Yeah.
and then went to do Chevron. My goal was sub 4 hours.
Oh
Did a
wow.
3:53, I think. That was
Dang.
my first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fast for being your first one, man. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah, I was happy, and I was like, but after finishing that one, I was like, there is no way I can go down to 3:30 or sub 3 hours because everybody was talking about Boston and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, there's absolutely no way,
Yeah.
and now I'm sitting at a 2:55:00
Dang, dude. So how long
PR.
did it take you to go from 3:55 to 2:55?
So right that after Chevron 2020,
Mm-hmm.
that's when COVID hit, right?
Yeah.
A couple months later.
Yeah.
So that whole year, I was just running. We didn't do any races,
Mm-hmm.
anything. And I think the next race we did was a year later at
Yeah.
Woodlands.
Okay.
So Woodlands 2022 or 2021,
Yeah.
uh, we ended up doing that. And then I did Chevron again
Mm-hmm.
and didn't make, did I think 3:15.
Yeah.
So a whole year of no COVID. Like 2021, I guess. January was virtual.
Yeah.
So I did virtual and I did it at 3:30 at
Oh wow.
pace. But this was like on our own, just with a group of people.
Yeah.
So I did that. So I didn't have an official time, but the next one I did was like after that in 2022, it was a 3:19, I think.
Oh
So it was
wow.
like I dropped it for a whole bunch. Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy, bro.
And then the following year I did so 2023 January I
Mm-hmm.
did 3:15.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get it. I was always cramping at mile 20, 21.
Yeah.
I hit the tunnels, cramp. And so that was the year I thought I was gonna get it because I was, I had so many miles. I think for the year 2022, I had the goal of 2,022 miles,
Oh
and
wow.
I got that, and I think that's what got me to where I was like in shape to where I was like, okay, I can get sub 3 hours.
Yeah.
And but I would always cramp up. So I got a month and a half. I did Woodlands 2023, and I
Yeah.
hit 2:55:00. Best
Damn.
race of my life so far. So
And did that qualify you for Boston?
it did qualify for Boston. The only thing is that was the first year that they were going back to a
Oh.
cutoff.
Oh. Wow.
So I ended up missing the cutoff by 30 seconds.
Oh. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. That those I always say those are the
That
ones
stung
that,
more because like I was 5 minutes running the whole race. I was like, okay, I'm fine. Like 5 minutes is usually been good. So
yeah.
like before pre-COVID, it was like
Yeah.
2-3 minutes,
Yeah.
as the cutoff, and then they hit COVID. So for like 2 years, they were just if you made the cutoff, you got in.
Yeah.
Like post COVID, they're coming back, and so if you made the cutoff, you got in. But then this 2023 for 2024 Boston, they were going to be cut off for the first time,
Yeah.
and they made it 5 minutes and 29 seconds. And
That's
so,
crazy. I always
yeah,
say that it
I was
hurts
like,
more when it's so close, when you're so close. Like if let's say in that race at the Woodlands you would have missed it by like 3 minutes, you
then
know,
yeah,
you're like,
it would
okay,
have
well,
hurt as bad.
I
Yeah,
got some work to do still, you know. But
yeah,
when you miss it for like 30 seconds, like you said, it hurts because then you start
yeah.
thinking, if you're like me,
Like
you
I didn't
start,
walk here, I didn't want to go.
yeah,
Yeah, and then like there's sometimes where I did end up like putting my water in my bag, and I kind of like slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
And then that last third, that coming in on the on Woodlands, uh, what is it, the waterway?
Yeah, yeah,
If
yeah,
I would have just sprinted that just a little
yeah.
more,
Just a little faster, yeah.
I would have gotten it. But yeah,
It's crazy. It's crazy how we are so competitive with ourselves, man. Because um, I did Berlin, and I've said the
mm,
story in the past, but I did Berlin, and Berlin I was wanting to do 4:30 because my PR was at that time was 4:33 or something like that I did in New York. And so I said Berlin has got to be the place. It's super flat,
yeah,
weather's great. So I trained my butt off, dude. I trained my butt off to be ready, and I felt ready. And then the day of Berlin, I decided to basically inadvertently not go by the plan that I had from my coach because I felt great. I felt great,
yeah,
and I was hitting 9:30 pace like for the most part the first half and a little bit over the half,
mm,
and then I hit mile 20 24, dude. And I look at my watch and I'm like, yeah, I'm actually gonna hit 4 hours.
yeah,
Like 4 hours. Like that would have
yeah.
taken off like 30 some minutes. And maybe like a minute after I saw my watch, I cramped. I
Oh,
cramped so bad that I literally
uh,
stopped, dude. Like completely
oh,
stopped. Like you know how you supposedly you take those shopping carts and there's like this little barrier.
yeah.
It boom, just stop, bro. And it took me
Ah,
40 minutes, dude,
that's
to finish the last 2 miles.
damn.
And that hurt me so bad, where it took me like a good week and a half to talk about it.
Get it over it. Yeah,
Yeah, like I remember my wife was like, "Oh, you did so good. You did so good." And in my head, I'm like, please don't do something stupid and yell at her for trying to make you feel good.
yeah,
You know what I mean? But there's
yeah.
nothing anyone can tell you
No,
when you know you're right there, and then it just doesn't work out, you know?
yeah. I mean, it still hurts me to this day. So,
Yeah. Yeah. But that's a competitive side. I think that's the competitive side that we
yeah,
have. Like if it doesn't hurt until you like hit the goal, then it really didn't matter. I guess that's the way
yeah,
I think. But it's crazy, dude. 30 seconds. I had a good friend of mine. He qualified finally for the Olympic trials, and
yeah.
he the first or second attempt, I think he did it. He missed it by like 19 seconds,
Ugh.
and I'm like, how are you not like dying of anger?
Yeah,
And he taught me something very important. He told me, you know what, I give myself an hour, maybe half a day, to like be really pissed off at myself, and then
yeah,
I let it go.
yeah.
Because if I continue to be mad at it, it's just gonna consume me. It's hard to do, man, because I
No,
still
yeah, sure.
remember Berlin, and I'm like, it was a perfect opportunity to hit it. And if you ever done Berlin, if you haven't, if you
Mm,
think Houston is flat, even considering the half right at the halfway point and the Allen Parkway,
yeah,
man, Berlin is even flatter, dude.
yeah.
Like there's
Wow.
no elevation at all. So that's why I was so mad, because it was the perfect weather, everything was right, except I didn't go through my plan that my coach gave me. He told me to start like around 10 10:30 first, like 5K,
Yeah,
then see how you're feeling, and then increase it by like maybe 10 seconds. And then right at mile 20, he said mile 20, that's where the race starts. That's where you kind of gauge, hey, my feet don't hurt, my legs are good, everything's good. Let's push that final 10K. And of course, I felt so good, and I was like, oh, this is my race. There's
yeah,
those races that you run conservative, and then you look at your watch and you're like, whoa, I'm going fast. It's just
mm,
everything clicks. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And that's how I felt, but no. No, that did not happen, man. And what races have you done? Like how many marathons have you done so far?
I think I'm at 10 marathons now. So I've
Nice.
done marathon in Chicago. I did Chicago. So I used that time for
Hmm.
Chicago
Okay.
guaranteed. So I did 2024 Chicago.
Okay.
Um, I did New Mexico,
Oh, nice.
Rodoso, Rodoso, yeah,
Okay.
marathon, and that was a mountainy
Oh, nice.
marathon. So I
Nice,
did
nice.
that one. Very small. I did come in first in my age group, I think, and it was a my goal was 4 hours
Yeah.
because it was like it was elevation,
Yeah.
and I ended up getting 3:59:59. I was so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a
Especially
very
for us.
small.
Yeah.
It was definitely a very small marathon.
Yeah.
So there was like a guy who had he's like in his almost maybe 60s. I met at the starting line,
Yeah.
and he had one more or two more states left in his 50
Oh, wow.
states, 50 marathons, 50 states.
Yeah.
And so he was going to do that one, and then he was going to go to Hawaii, I think, like next day
And
for like next week would be the
yeah.
his finish his marathons, and his wife was following him along the course, and we were following each other.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
That's cool, man. Well, that's
Yeah.
cool. And then speaking about 50 marathons, because it kind of goes with your job that you fly a lot. Are you doing the 50 states as well?
Yeah, I was thinking about doing the 50 states, 50 marathons, and now I'm just thinking just 50 states, 50 races,
Yeah.
just for
Yeah.
now, just for now.
Yeah.
Um, I've I've tended to like the half marathon more because it's just easier to, especially with my flying schedule, it's easier to train to for half, like
Yeah.
go fast, and then recovery wise, and still be able
Hmm.
to fly the next couple days afterwards.
Yeah.
We take the marathons have been taking a lot, uh, especially as I get older. Um,
Yeah.
I age group, but my Boston time still gets faster, so it's it's like I'm still at 3 hours, so it's still 2:55
Yeah.
minus
You,
that.
you got
So
to shave off at
I
least
still
another
gotta do,
five
yeah,
minutes. Yeah.
I still gotta do at least the 3:51 is probably what would be in guaranteed in at this point for
Yeah.
35 or
Yeah.
35 to 40.
Well, I don't know if you saw that this year in New York, or last year, I guess I should say, last year in New York, the buffer was like 20 minutes, bro.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like,
And then New York's already, I
wow.
think, a faster time in general too
Yeah.
than Boston. So
And I haven't done Boston, but I
I've
still
tried
think that New York might
the
be harder because of those damn bridges, man.
yeah, oh yeah, it's definitely harder. I think Boston than Boston just because of the bridges, but
Yeah.
also New York. I've been trying to get into New York for the last 6 years on lottery and haven't gotten in. So lucky number seven next year. Let's see.
Yeah. It's getting harder, dude, because when I tried the first year in 2021, the percentage was 4%
Yeah, I was
of
thinking maybe
lottery.
two.
And I did not get in. So I was so adamant of doing that race that year that I ended up doing charity.
Charity.
Yeah. And then I did it and I got my PR like 4 hours and 32 minutes or something like that. And I signed up for charity again the next year. And that year in 2022, it was hot. It
Mm,
was a hot one, dude. Well, not Texas hot, but
yeah,
with the bridges and everything, it was brutal,
yeah,
But yeah, I think now this past year it was only 1% that made it. So it's getting harder. So
yeah,
don't feel bad to do it my way, man. To do the
yeah, yeah.
charity, and I'll make sure and pitch in to help you out, man. But
Hey,
it's crazy how these major marathons have gotten so popular,
yeah.
and hard to get in, because I think the other one that I've been having a hard time getting into the lottery is London.
Mm,
London, I have not been able to successfully get in, and Tokyo as well. And
really?
I really would love to do Tokyo as my last one, just because it always lands around my birthday. It
Oh
either
yeah,
lands on my birthday or lands like
around
a
it.
day or two before or after. But it's so damn hard to get
Yeah.
in, you know. But then we have people like Carmen that seems to have the good luck
I know.
charm, dude.
I know. I think I had a friend who said her first time. She hasn't even run a marathon yet, I think,
Yeah.
and first time to sign up for a lottery for New York, and she got in.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
don't tell
Yeah.
me that.
Well, apparently that's how Paco got into the marathon too. He did the lottery and he got in on the first try. So
Yeah,
it's I don't know
I'll keep
what.
trying.
Yeah, just keep trying, bro. Nothing wrong with that. And
Yeah,
and
and then
which
also
one?
sending out some some referrals from different companies. Hey, I'll run for you.
Yeah, actually, I didn't think about that. That would be a good one for me for Boston, because Boston, I know I'm not going to hit Boston. It's I can probably get down to 4 hours,
Yeah,
but I don't think I have it to hit. I think right now I'm at like 3 hours or
yeah,
3.10 or something like that. I think there's going to be two things that are going to happen. Either I wait until I'm like 70 and then I can do the 4:30,
yeah,
or charity, And
yeah.
the problem with charity is that it's so competitive.
Expensive? Oh, is it?
Yeah, because they don't, like, for New York, you can pick your charity and each charity has an amount. So
Okay,
a pro tip that I can give you if you decide to do it that way, do it through Team for Kids, because Team for Kids is like $2,600, which is not
okay,
crazy, you
yeah,
know. And I'm more than sure that your company, your airline company that you work for, might even match your donations,
okay, yeah,
so that could help. In Boston, sorry, it's a bidding system. So let's say you and I are trying to go into the same charity, and I say, you know what, I'll do
do 5,000.
5,000, and then you come over here real
I'll do
badass,
10.
say, I'll do 10. They're gonna go with you, right? So that's
God,
that's the problem. And $10,000 is,
yeah,
I don't have enough rich friends that will give me that
yeah,
much money. So maybe I can ask corporations or small companies to give me small donations, and I mean
yeah,
that's tax write off for them. So
yeah.
maybe that might be my way in. Oh, that or guiding in Catapult as well. So
Yeah,
there's
I'm
three
also part
options.
of Catapult too, so I was thinking about
Yeah.
doing Catapult.
Yeah. And I just found out, dude, because a lot of people were telling me when you're a guide for Boston, your time doesn't count for the 6 stars, but I just found out that it does. So that's
Oh,
that's pretty cool. I mean, I
oh
would
wow.
still do Boston
Yeah,
because you're running it. It doesn't matter if you don't
yeah.
get the recognition, but I mean that's an extra. You know what I mean?
That's an extra. Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool that I don't know if they changed it or it was bad information, but I'm glad that it will work out
So you
for.
do get your 6 stars
Yeah,
if you
it
do
counts
it
to this
that way.
towards the 6 stars for sure, for sure. And
That's awesome.
yeah, I know. And talking about your marathons, which one has been your favorite, excluding Houston, because obviously that's our hometown race. But which
Yeah.
one has been like your favorite one?
Okay, so probably gonna be Chicago, just because it was the biggest, my first world major.
Yeah.
Um, and I think also I would actually I would take back that. I'll take my Boston Marathon, Boston qualifier Woodlands
Okay.
Marathon as my all time favorite, just because that whole race in general went perfect for me.
Yeah.
I felt great the entire time. Didn't cramp up.
Yeah.
Didn't slow down because of cramping.
Yeah.
I slowed down because I had to grab water because I ran out of my own water.
Yeah.
So on that aspect, I think that race was a full, like everything was perfect. The weather was good for me.
Yeah.
It ended up getting hot later on in the day,
Yeah.
but for me, it was perfect. I think it was like 50 degrees.
Oh, that's awesome.
Um, and sunny, and then Woodlands has all this tree lining, so I found my shade if I needed it,
Yeah.
and then I was running smooth the whole way. So that was a overall perfect race for me.
Yeah.
So I would say that's my best one. But like experience and everything like that, Chicago Marathon.
Yeah. Yeah. I did Chicago the same year I did New York,
Mm,
and it's such a cool vibe.
yeah.
As long as the weather is good, then yeah, it's amazing. And God willing, I will be going to Chicago this year with Noe, one of the catapult
Oh,
athletes.
nice. Yeah.
So we'll see if we can qualify him for Boston. He told me that if he
Nice.
qualifies for Boston, then he would definitely invite
Take
me
you with
to.
you.
Yeah. So
Heck yeah.
if I have to carry his ass to the finish line, I will.
We gonna get there.
We're gonna get there for sure. You know, I just told him, I've done it already. I know more or less what to expect. Just listen to
Yeah.
me, and I think we'll be fine.
Yeah.
But Noe tends to be a little hard headed, man. I don't know if you've ever ran with him, but he does not take in gels. He does not take a lot of water.
Yeah.
he wants to like sprint out of the starting line. So by mile 15, 16, he's already cramping.
Yeah.
You know, the good thing I guess for him is that his qualifying time is 5 hours or better.
Okay.
So there's
There's time
he's
to,
fast enough to do
yeah.
it. I just wish he would listen and be like, you know what? Yes, like, give me some pickle juice. So you
Yeah,
know, if I'm gonna be running that fast, you're gonna definitely have to replenish all that sodium you're
for
losing.
sure.
But he is one of the most hard-headed runners I've ever had. Very awesome dude. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he just does not listen. But that's awesome, dude. And how many majors have you done?
That was my only one.
That's your only one? Okay. We
Yep.
definitely
I've
need to get
tried.
you into New York, dude.
Yeah, I know. I've tried New York 6 times, so 7 years. I'm gonna try again.
Yeah.
And then if I have to do it, then I'll probably end up doing charity at
Yeah.
some point.
Well, let me
And
know,
then
dude. Let me know for sure.
yeah. And then I'll do, and I put in my names for all the other ones too.
Okay.
London, Berlin,
Does
Tokyo,
and I don't remember
Sydney.
you I'm doing Sydney this year too, dude.
Are you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. With that one, they put you in a special lottery. When you have more than four majors, they have a special lottery for Boston as well. So that's another way of getting
Okay.
in.
Nice,
But
nice.
do they like London, Tokyo, Berlin? Do they also do qualifying times?
I'm not sure. I think they don't. I mean, I think it's just New York and Boston
Yeah, that's
that
what I
have the
thought.
qualifying
Yeah.
times, I think.
I think you
But
have
I
to
could
be
be
a
wrong.
local. I think with qualifying times, I think you have to be a local because I think there is for Tokyo. Don't quote me wrong, right on that, but I think it might be. But I'm not 100% sure if it is. But
Yeah.
it's
I just haven't
such
heard of them. Like usually we always talk about, hey, what's your qualifying time for,
yeah,
Boston or New
yeah,
York, but they don't say anything for Tokyo or Berlin or anything
yeah,
like that. Usually I just see people, oh yeah, we just signed up and got in through lottery.
yeah, for sure. And going back to the 50 states, dude, how many states have you done?
So I've done Illinois, Texas, New Mexico. I've done races in Oklahoma and different states. So like, I'm gonna switch over from the 50 states to running. Like so, I do a lot of them on my overnights.
Yeah.
So I've done a few on my overnights.
Okay.
So it's just pretty fun. So a lot of the stuff is East Coast, Tennessee. I've done North Carolina. I've run a half marathon just in general in Portland, Maine,
Oh, nice.
but nothing official. So I don't count that.
Okay.
But I've done all my runs that I overnight in. I tried to do a run in.
Yeah.
So like my Strava map is trying to get a little filled up in the states wise. And then this month I have a lot of long overnights in New Mexico. We don't
Okay.
usually fly west,
Yeah.
so this is gonna be fun. So good to see in New Mexico. I'll be in Albuquerque.
Oh man. Yeah, the mountains. You got to go to the mountains, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
It,
I'll have a car, so I get to explore. And I have it. I think I have 4 nights there this month.
oh
So
wow.
through 4 different trips, I got every trip has a long overnight in Albuquerque this month. And I
Oh,
bid
that's
for it
awesome,
because we
dude.
don't usually go west. So I'm
That's
trying to
a
get all that
that's the first time going west then with the with your
in a
company.
while. Yeah, in
Okay.
a while. Yeah, we're usually based East Coast stuff. So
Oh, cool,
we
cool,
when
cool.
we had my Houston base, we closed it uh, right after COVID actually, and
Oh
so
wow.
I've been based in Chicago.
Oh
So I
wow.
start my trips and end my trips in Chicago.
Oh, okay, that makes sense that because sometimes
That's
you
why I'm
post
always in Chicago. Yeah,
yeah, you post that you're actually a passenger and I'm like,
yeah,
why is
yeah,
he a
yeah,
passenger?
yeah,
Why is he not flying?
yeah, yeah. Passengers going up to work. So my commute to work is going up to Chicago and then commuting back home after my trip is done.
So whoever complains about the traffic in Houston, yeah.
Exactly. Hey, we share the same amount of time. They take you 2 hours to get home. Well, it takes me 2.5 hours to get up to Chicago.
It's
So
just the mileage is a little bit more,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, exactly. Mileage is a little different, but the time is the same.
Oh my god, that's funny, but that's cool, man, and it's kind of cool. You know, it's funny because I when I was started running, I wanted to do the 50 state challenges, which I'm doing also a half or a full depending on where I do it.
Yeah.
I've done 6 of them already. But I said there was a point in my life where I said, "You know what? I'm going to try to be a flight attendant." because
Yeah.
I think if I'm a flight attendant, I'll get a lot of free flights when I'm not
Yep.
working, and two layovers, like you said, and probably if it works out to where I'm at a place that they're gonna have a race,
Yep.
sign up.
Hop on.
You know,
Yep.
yeah,
I've
and
done those in Oklahoma. I've done those in I think I've actually placed in it's called a brick oven, like it was a brick oven pizza place.
yeah,
They did a 5K
yeah.
in Charlotte.
Oh wow,
And so it was like a little outskirts of Chicago, Charlotte.
nice,
And
nice.
I came in first place in my age group, I believe.
Yeah.
And the trophy was a little pizza cutter.
Oh
That was like
wow,
circle. So it was like a little wooden pizza cutter.
yeah.
But I was flying. I was like, oh, I don't know if I can fly with pizza cutters. So I ended up having the hotel mail it to me. And so then, because I didn't know if it can go through TCA and not.
Yeah, you don't
I mean,
want
we
that.
get butter
You don't
knives
want to
from
mess
the
around with them.
yeah, we get butter knives from the airplane, and it gets taken up by TSA. But
Yeah.
then like we have an axe in the flight deck. So it's
Oh,
like
really?
yeah,
That, that's
there's a
interesting.
crash axe. Yeah, so like
Oh,
we have
okay,
a
okay, yeah,
crash. So like it's like a little it's like it's an axe.
yeah.
But so they take my butter knife, but I have a crash axe in the
That's okay
cockpit
with
in there.
that. You're fine.
Yeah,
An axe,
exactly.
yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah,
So
but
I
they take
think
a
the
butter
next
knife
time you
that's
have to
plastic.
find a
It's like
race,
okay,
you got to
yeah.
find a race that they give you an axe or
I
something like
know,
that, and they're
right?
like,
Like
"Hey,
we have,
it,
bring it
it's
on.
okay. Bring it in. It's okay."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my god! And I don't know if you said it, but what races are you doing this year?
This year, I'm only signed up for Chevron, and then I'm gonna do again San Antonio half
Okay. Well,
in
with the new
December.
race now because
The
it's
new
no
race, yeah,
longer
yeah. It's
rock
just
and
San
roll.
Antonio,
Yeah.
yeah, marathon San Antonio half.
Yeah, I think I want to do the San Antonio half. I don't have a lot on my plate other than the two marathons. I really want to do more ultras leading
Hmm.
up to next year. I'm gonna take a little break from the marathons and yeah, to do a little more miles, you know.
Yeah,
But
I mean, you can use the
definitely,
marathon as your warm ups.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Now I'm speaking like a true ultra
I know.
marathoner, dude. Because I've been in races, marathons, where these dudes are like, this is just a training run. I
Yeah.
do ultras. I'm like, okay, but
Okay, whatever.
yeah, sorry that I'm not running 150
Right.
miles or something
Yeah.
like that, you know. But yeah, maybe I'll become one of those, dude. And
Yeah.
before we leave, dude, the Spurs won. What can we say? Yeah.
Let's go.
So what do you think, dude? What do you think? Do
I
they
think
still have a
Spurs in
chance?
7. Oh yeah.
Spurs, and that's what I'm thinking.
Every game we had the chance. The first two games we should have we if we would have closed out. But I think our youth is has definitely shown this series.
Yeah,
So confidence for the years to come for
yeah,
sure is going to
yeah.
be we're good. But this year is definitely going to be a tough. But I think we still got it even with our youth and the mistakes. I think we
Hmm.
have the coaches and we have veterans around that are not with us.
Yeah,
That can give them guidance. But I think we're solid to we can beat this team. We can beat New York.
yeah,
We showed them that in the first two games we were up,
yeah.
and they came back with our
Well,
youth and
yeah,
mistakes.
yeah.
So I think we're fine. If we get this game coming, game 4,
It's
it's
on.
gonna be wild
Yeah,
in San Antonio for game
yeah. No,
5.
I agree. I agree, dude. And funny thing, I think I saw a stat earlier today, and all three games we were leading by double digits,
Double digit. Yep.
and all of a sudden we just fizzled down. And
Yep.
like on the last loss that we had, like we were actually winning by 1, and then
Yeah.
Wemby throws a ball
Yeah.
to I think it was Castle or Vassell,
Yeah. Castle.
and he never realized that happened, and if he
Yeah.
had not done that, we probably would have won,
Yeah.
you know. So I think it's just our mistakes. I
And
think
even leading for before those, we had 8 missed free throws that game too. Game 2. So I mean, we make a few of those, and
well, yeah,
it's not even close,
yeah,
really.
game 3 we missed like 7.
Yeah.
So it's the small details that we need to like
Yeah.
sharpen up.
I mean, that's youth.
Yeah, And Brunson, dude, Brunson has not had a really good game. We've been able to keep him at bay,
Yeah.
So I
He's
think
definitely
if
had some good shots at the end.
yeah,
So
that's really what he's done. Like that's
yeah,
all. So I think we can win it in 7 as well. Um, but we just need to manage these little mistakes. And I think if Wemby can play more like a center at times,
exactly.
we
Yeah,
definitely
and I think
yeah
he definitely did way better game 3 than he has been.
yeah
And he needs to just continue. They need to continue to do it. There's no one down there that can stop him.
yeah
And he
yeah
needs to this summer get in with Tim, get in with he went with Olajuwon. I mean, dude, the sky hook, no one's gonna stop it
nah,
for the next 10
yeah
years.
yeah yeah. And the alley oops and stuff like that they do,
Yeah.
there's nobody, not even Cat can stop them.
No.
So I'm excited, bro. I'm glad that you're a Spurs fan living in Houston, bro, because
Yeah.
there's not a
I
lot of them.
represent.
Dude, you know what? I got an idea. What? Let's say that next year for the Rockets run, we
Oh
show up
yeah.
with Spurs gear and
Oh
we
yeah,
do
for
the
sure.
race. You want to do it?
100%. I haven't done the Rockets run just because of the medal,
Yeah.
but then I would do it, especially if we win this year. I'm definitely doing it next year. I'll be there every
I
year.
will do it. I've been wanting to find some Spurs fans that will show
Oh
up
yeah.
and we wear our jersey or something like
Oh
that.
yeah. We
And
got a few actually out here.
all right, then let's try
Yeah.
to get a little good group and let's do it, bro.
Yeah. Hook up with Mike too. Mike, we'll get you out here.
Alrighty. Alrighty. So
Yeah.
definitely, man, definitely. But anyways, bud, I appreciate your time. I really do. I know you're a busy man with flying and whatnot. But I hope you do great and you qualify for Boston. You're so close, bro. So just keep on putting
Yes.
those miles, and you'll see you'll get it, man, for sure.
Yeah, man.
But anyways, where can anybody find you on social media?
Captain Lou runs. CAPTLOU runs.
Nice,
RUNS.
nice,
Yeah,
nice,
that's
nice.
IG.
Nice, nice, nice. Well, thank you very much, Louie. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you out there, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no problem. Bye
See ya.
bye. Wow, what a great episode this was. I'd like to thank Louie, first of all, for being a guest. I know he's a busy man, like I said. He is always flying and doing some amazing things on social media, showing his runs. I would also like to thank our sponsors, Houston Coliseum Runners and Houston Coliseum Academy. They're the first sponsor of this podcast, and we can't thank them enough for believing in what we're doing here with Rob on the Run podcast. I also would like to thank everybody, all my guests that have been here through the ride. Episode 42, man. I still am in shock that I'm at this point. But yeah, this is about it. This is it. I appreciate you all for staying this far. If you did, if you didn't, then shame on you. But y'all have a great night and keep running. Bye.